Hey, you! You wanna know something funny? 2011X is the best executioner in Outcome Memories as of the moment. Unintentionally. Let me explain. So to truly explain why 2011X somehow became the best killer in 0.2, we have to go back to 0.1 with how he was in that version of the game. He dealt 42 damage on base hit, 50 in rage, and his moves, well, I mean, his abilities were pretty good. They still are, they still were back then, still are now. But he was slow. At least kinda slow, considering that we only had the 7 characters to start and all that, but in 0.1, he wasn't half bad to fight. But in 0.2, he does 45 damage on an M1 in base, 54 in rage, and he is fast in base without rage, and he is stupidly fast in rage. At least I don't know if they modified his rage speed, like his running speed and rage. But beside all that, his buffs that he got in 0.2 outclass every other killer in the game at the moment. Kolossos, who, mind you, does 50 damage on an M1, only has one true way to combo now, which is grab, do the 3 hits, M1, block whatever their move's about to come out, if it's not cream, and then M1 them again. That's the only way you're going to be able to actually combo with them anymore, because they nerfed the charge and M1 combo, which is honestly fair. But then they slowed down how fast you can mash the M1 button with Kolossos when you grab somebody, with grab. So he is a slow brute that got his kneecaps cut off because he was too good. And then Tripwire is Tripwire. Tripwire is honestly probably the most balanced character in the game right now, or balanced executioner of the game, because despite Reach Out sometimes not being very fair, and Laser and Mind being annoying, she is pretty balanced, all things considered. But another thing that I want to talk about is how fast the EXE matches go with 2011X sometimes. I had a 5-minute match once against a pretty competent team. Let me pull it up real quick. Actually, no, I was wrong. I had a match last 4 minutes and 30 seconds. On the dot, basically. If we count the loading screen to start in and the final moment, it took me 4.5 minutes to kill a lobby of 4 competent people, although the cream left giving them more time that they had to survive. But beside that, that was my shortest match. And even with a full lobby against competent players, yes, I had to use it most of the time because it was Green Hill, dog. I don't know what you want me to do, but it's Green Hill. But beside that, the matches were so much in my favor. The only way I know that I could have lost that Green Hill match where I had to wipe a full lobby was if they had a more competent, possibly Silver or somebody else. Let me look real quick. They didn't have a Silver, which probably was not probably why they lost, but it's one of those things that if you don't have a certain character, you're gonna have a harder time. Silver, yeah, he can't really catch 2011X easily, but when he does, it's really annoying to 2011X. But since I didn't have to deal with Silver, and I only had to do, Javelin from Blaze, this match, although I had to, push it to actually win, that was a lot easier than playing Kolossos and trying to server wipe. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Oh yeah, and then while getting the footage for this video, I had to deal with a guy complaining about how. What was it? Let me go back. It was a guy complaining about how 2011X isn't a target killer when he has Invis, Charge, and God's Trickery. Yeah, that's the one move in his kit that doesn't let him target unless you get really unlucky. Invis, you can just follow behind somebody or go in front of them, uninvis, smack them in the face for 45 damage, and then chase them down with Charge. I think 2011X is pretty much cut case a target killer. But he was complaining about how Kolossos was fast. He is not fast in the slightest. If you have any competent team, with an Amy, with Tails and Shadow. They are not catching up to that Amy. How would I know? Because I've dealt with it before. It doesn't make any sense what this guy was on. But, okay, anyway, calm down. It was days ago. I don't really need to worry about it now, or even think about it. It was, honestly, so much easier to play 2011X now than any other killer in the game, and probably what's going to be in the game soon. But to end off this probably 5-minute rant about me talking about how I don't like playing 2011X, but he's the best executioner of the game to play as, and if you want good results, just humor me on this. The only way to truly, I would say, counter 2011X is to be coordinated, which sometimes if you're playing with randoms and only a few friends, that's pretty difficult. So the 2011X will just pick off like each person one by one because he can. And even if you stun him, what is he gonna get? He's gonna get rage. And here comes the final thing I want to talk about before I end this rant. Saving rage mode until the last person gets downed. Like, if there's 2 people left, you have rage, you haven't popped it yet, and you down the second other guy that's alive, just pop rage and go after the last guy. Because what are they gonna do? My dog's losing their mind. What are they gonna do? You can just chase them down on the end of the earth. And even if they stun you, you only get it for like 1 to 2 seconds. And even then, that's not enough time for them to run. So, guess what? You win! Here's footage of me doing that exact thing to a Sonic and Tails on YCR. Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Whew. Man. Alright. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning into my rant. I don't know if I'll be doing that 100 matches in 2011X just yet, but man, he's fun to play. Sucks to fight. That is my closing statement. Peace. Dragon Pokemon out.